Welcome to my channel. I have decided to change my approach and now the channel won't have one short video every day, but two longer ones 3-4 days apart. In the myths section I will simply combine 7 short videos into one long, and the amount of content will remain the same. Now you can like it if you enjoy my videos and start the countdown.
Run.
The video opens with Bean Madness. The main character will be Nutcracker. Many people probably know that he is attracted to plants of the reinforced mint family. He chews nuts and it's also impossible to kick him back. Neither mangold, nor poinsettia, even the mint itself throws him off. But now will be a real madness. No one discards the Nutcracker except the springy bean. This green little guy works for some reason, and the most important thing is, you know what? That is, after the discarding of clicker by the spring bean at least once, everyone else starts discarding it. For example, the hurricane blows him away. Even the same mangold now rejects the nut flower. But the funny thing is this: if you toss it with Bob and then Bob is dark, then again nobody can toss a zombie. Well, that's some real wildness. Did you know that if you let out the Z Corp consultants and divers, there will be PvZ madness? So, I have a whole underwater herd for this. And note that all nuts on each row, no one can pass through them. Now we just have to wait for the divers to swim closer to shore, and then we need the pushing ladies. While I wait for them, cool the divers down a bit and move into the future. Here come our ladies, watch carefully and don't blink. When the ladies meet the divers in the depths, nothing happens, but as they get closer to the divers, this happens. What the hell was that? Was that some kind of diver fall? And the zombies don't give a damn about tall nuts at all. They fly over not only peanuts, but also the movers, and then we lost. It's horrible. It's horrible. I hope I met your expectations and the craziness was really good. Moving further. Despite the fact that PvZ is a game about plants and zombies, you can create a sheep farm. Without further ado, start building. Here we only need Mecha Footballeer, some mages and nut as raw material to create sheep. And this is an uncomplicated way to increase their number. You can create a lot of sheep. I got 8 or 9, and then I have stopped this conveyor by myself. I think nothing prevented there to create a few dozen sheep. But that's not all. Let's remove all this woolly breed by destroying the mages. The lawn is cleared, and for some reason I can't put any plants in almost all of the central line. Behind Peanut I can, but nowhere in front except the wagons. My theory is that the game is considering the situation in such way that Peanuts is actually standing all over the row. Consequently, all the cells are occupied, and there is no space for planting. But in fact, we cheated the game, and the nuts were on one square. So, this is another PvZ madness, but not the last one for today. Fasten your seatbelts, we are about to create another corporation. Look, the circus cannon fires and the inferno launches its vortex. And nothing happens? I fooled you, let's go, haha. Well, no, I'm not sneaky bastard. So, we look again. The cannon fires, collapses, the whirlwind comes up, and what happens? The cannon is brand new and ready to fire again. A new vortex is there as well. Again the same cycle, and this can happen endlessly. It's not just a nonsense, it's the most terrifying anti-life hack. Just now we have watched the creation of a sheep farm, now we have got a cannon factory. I'm opening up a military-industrial complex. If the imp doesn't land on the central line, the cannon and tornado will be breeding shorties on the lawn. That's the kind of PvZ madness. See what you can do with Bramble Bash and Escape Root. Wait until Gug gets into the thorny embrace of a bush and swap last one with Root, preferably diagonally, in which case Gug has nothing to do except to sleep the row where the bush. And one plane that vertically coincides, and horizontally the bush doesn't have to be under Gug, like it's a great idea. You can do anything you want. For example, you can throw Gug from side to side. Why not? And you can use this poor gog in the same way as a detonator for a bed of fruits, for example. Well, you have to admit it's very effectively. All in all, escape route is a crazy plant, and we will probably come up with something else with it. As we all know, a dragon imp is almost impossible to kill with fire, Inferno certainly can kill him. But there is one nuance: we will need this construction. There is a Risen slowdown, a spiky holy barrier, and an Inferno. Imp literally has a few HP, and now be careful is possible. The dragon doesn't reach the shield, and at this point it should be picked up by the Inferno vortex. This triggers the Bob attack, but the imp is already behind. This all leads to this bug. It seems like the imp had to die from the last attack, but because of the vortex throwing, the game is not defined. Killed imp or still count the prick. But a fact is a fact, the imp is out of the game and we can even shoot him. Of course, fire piece do him nothing, but if you plant Pilates under him, there is a miraculous resuscitation. How much HP the imp has now, I have no idea. But I know one thing: if we are lucky and we do the same nonsense with Brie and Inferno, then again poor thing would be in the other dimension between life and death. I think this is a real PvZ madness. By the way, he has very little HP, just for one ice P. Finally, there is the endless mecha trap, which I discovered accidentally. Look at the tall nut. He is easily pushed off the lily by a fisherman and does it in his direction. Maybe Mecha Footballer will push him away from himself, but somehow he pulls it toward him. It's definitely the machine that did it. And if you think this is the biggest wildness today, you are wrong. I decided to see if there was another lily behind the plant, in which case the Mecha Footballer should push the nut already to his left side, and he does indeed, but then the wildest thing happens. The dumbass can throw Peanut to the left, but Peanut doesn't sink to the right too. The result is a perpetual trap. The poor thing will be dragging from nothing to nothing for the rest of eternity. How about that? I think it's one of the funniest stupid things I've ever discovered. I'm very pleased with it. I hope you enjoyed this format. Write which of the 7 parts you liked the most. Press like button, subscribe to the channel, and more PvZ madness awaits us ahead.